Here's what happened in the qualifying races. Round 2 of the FIA Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of the Netherlands at Valkenswaard. Jago Geerts pulled the whole shot in the MX2 qualifying race, closely followed by Rowan van der Moosdijk, Tom Viaal and Bas Varsen. Geerts continued to lead, but the Kawasaki of Rowan van der Moosdijk started to come under pressure early on. He made that mistake, and that allowed Bas Varsen through into third. Just behind them was the number 14 of Jed Beaton in 5th place. More mistakes for van der Moosdijk, and that allowed Rennie Hoffer in. And then Albi Ferrato fell from 12th. He was winded, eventually rode back to the paddock area. Jed Beaton was on a charge. He made a move around the outside of Rennie Hoffer, and then Rowan van der Moosdijk as he surged his way into 4th place. His teammate, Mattis Borromée, though, wasn't so fortunate. Eventually came home in 19th. A couple of mistakes, though, from the Red Bull KTM of Tom Viaal as Stefan Rubini also went missing. And then Jed Beaton fell just in front of van der Moosdijk. The Australian would eventually come home in 7th place. A couple more mistakes along the way. That allowed this guy to get a little bit closer, Rennie Hoffer. Hoffer eventually came home 4th, but it was the first ever qualifying race win for Jago Geerts. Viaal and Varsen were 2nd and 3rd. Hoffer 4th, Rowan van der Moosdijk was 5th. Maxim Renault was 6th, Jed Beaton 7th, Alvin Osland was 8th.
Yeah, it was a nice race. I got the whole shot, which I was really happy about. And then I just rode a solid pace to the end, and I won, so that was really good. My shoulder was okay, so I'm happy with that, and I'm looking forward to the races tomorrow.
Qualifying race, Jeffrey Hurlings over on the right, thought he got a good start, but it was actually Gauthier Paulhan who just got through there first. Tim Geiser, though, went around the outside of Prado and then found his way into the lead with a quick move on the Frenchman, number 21. Paulhan held on to 2nd. Just behind them in 4th place was Jeffrey Hurlings. Kai Rowley was next, and then Paul Jonas. A couple of places further back was Arminias Jasikonis. Paulhan made a mistake early on. That allowed Hurlings to get through into 2nd, but then Hurlings started making mistakes on home soil. Paulhan was back up into 2nd, closely followed by Hurlings and then Jonas, who got caught here and passed by Jorge Prado. Prado then went after Jeffrey Hurlings, who was having a nightmare opening few laps. Hurlings all of a sudden was down in about 5th place, made worse by the fact that Jonas also went through. Clement de Sal fell from 10th. He would eventually work his way back to 9th. Gauthier Paulhan obviously had some kind of issue late on because he went from 3rd down to 14th by the time the checkered flag fell. Hurlings, though, had 2nd wind, drew back alongside the 41 of Paul Jonas, then went into 3rd with that pass on Paulhan. Tim Geiser led, though, but then he had this problem with the bike. It expired in some way, shape or form. He could not get it going. He was out on lap 6. The two KTMs, though, of Prado and Hurlings were up front, but then Hurlings found a way past his young Spanish teammate to take over the lead with about 4 laps to go. And then from out of nowhere, Arminias Jasikonis surged at the inside of Prado, made that move for 2nd. Jonas got a little bit loose, but eventually made it stick for 4th. As AJ Jasikonis, 3 laps to go, made this move on Jeffrey Hurlings to take over the lead, and it was the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna rider who went on to take the qualifying race win here, his 2nd career win. This first came in Portugal, 2017. Jasikonis won it from Hurlings, Prado, Jonas, Simpson, Koldenhoff, Sewa and Van Horbik.
Yeah, it's been a really long time. I've been on top, you know, I've been once, and this is my 2nd time, and I'm so happy. And yeah, it's been a good race, a little bit arm pump, a little bit rhythm, but in the end we make it work, and thanks to the team. They've been believing me for so long time, and this is just a little thing, but tomorrow is the big day.